Hey ladies, I just wanted to touch base with everyone. We've had quite a few workers sign up in the last few weeks, especially since Ministry Involvement Sunday. So I just wanted to just go over some things, and I'm so excited about having a few new people on our team, and those of you who have been faithful for years and years, even before me. I do appreciate you and your faithfulness to the nursery. And I'm looking forward to getting to know some of the new ladies that signed up. And yeah, so I just decided to do a video instead of a in-person training. A couple years ago, we did more of an in-person training, but it is very difficult to get 50 or however many workers we have now all together at the same time. So I thought this would be a little bit more suitable, even though it pushes me out of my comfort zone. So just a handful of things that I just wanted to go over, just like little reminders and things that will help the nursery run more smoothly and more securely. So just a couple things about switching with each other, and a lot of these things are just things that we've gone over before. This is not new to you, but more so for the new ladies coming in. But just please let the check-in worker know if you are switching with someone. And if you're not sure who the check-in worker is, it is listed on the schedule. When you get the schedule emailed to you, just take a look at that. And it's typically always Stacy Lind for Sunday school, myself for the worship service, Sunny Colazzo for the Sunday evening service, and Carmel Sequin for the Wednesday night service. So you would just reach out to one of them if you do end up switching shifts with someone. If you are not on the Facebook Messenger chat, just let me know. There's a couple of you who signed up for a nursery recently, and I couldn't find you on Facebook. So just let me know if you're not on that, and I can get you added. Maybe your name is not the same as, I don't know, maybe your last name's different on Facebook or something. I'm not really sure what was happening, but anyway, so and then obviously you just want to make sure that you're looking at the schedule, and hopefully obviously the best thing to do is always just swap shifts with someone rather than just putting it into that chat. I need a coverage for whatever. If you are someone who works like every Wednesday night or every Sunday morning, it is totally fine with me if you do put that in the chat for coverage, because we don't want you missing every single service. But yeah, just make sure that we're doing our best to swap shifts with someone. You can always text myself or the nursery leader if you need anyone's number to swap shifts with. It's easiest just to swap a Sunday school for a Sunday school, that type of thing, rather than having someone actually covering you. So when you are sent your nursery reminder text, if you can just send a thumbs up or let us know that you got it, because if we aren't receiving anything in return, sometimes we just kind of assume you're not coming, and then we'll be already working on finding coverage for that service. So just respond in some way. Please be sure, and I know this is hard, especially in the morning when you're trying to get all your little ones ready, but try to be there no later than 15 minutes before your service starts. This is even more important or it is very important is what I'm trying to say, especially between like Sunday school and church and all those different things. Even on a Wednesday night, a lot of the parents are trying to get to Master Club or teens or whatever ministry. So let's just try to be there on time. That's just very helpful. And then as the kids are coming in, I do have Sharpies in the drawers. Make sure that we're labeling their cups and things like that as they're coming in. I try to do that as they are coming in, but especially when we're going from Sunday school to church, some things can get lost in translation, and it's like, whose cup is this? And no one knows whose cup it was. So try to label those as well as possible, especially in that infant room. Just make sure if you're coming in as the Sunday morning service that you're finding out whose passy this is from the previous person that's in there for the life group or Sunday school. session, just so that's just nice to know. Because those ones can't tell you whose cup it is or whose passy it is. And then on Sunday mornings for the worship service and Sunday nights, we do have a curriculum that is in, if you are teaching in room 2. So that's if you're with the older kiddos. We do have a curriculum that Miss April puts out, and often a craft or a sticker sheet or something like that to go along with it. Make sure that we are utilizing that. If you see that there, a lot of times on Sunday nights, it's in the drawer. She tucks it away in the drawer. Just make sure we're utilizing that. She's putting in the time to pull that stuff together. So make sure that we are utilizing that stuff, because I know she would appreciate it, because she's doing the work to get all that stuff set up. So if you are in room 1, which is obviously where those giant glass windows are, make sure that we remember that that's just a first impression area. Someone's dropping off their little one for the very first time, and whatever they see in there, that's what, obviously we're not hiding anything, but just make sure that, I mean, not just as a first impression, but nobody should be scrolling on their phone in the chair, because that's just not comforting to a parent if you're seeing that dropping off your child for the first time. Make sure that we are engaging with the children. And yes, let's be very careful about phone usage in the nursery. It should really strictly be if you are texting a parent. Nobody should be on social media or anything like that. It just doesn't provide any sort of comfort to a parent dropping off their child to see that. So let's just be very, very careful about that. And then just also remember, if you are sitting in those chairs, I know I mentioned it last time, but just really be careful. If you're wearing a skirt, just be very careful about how you're sitting. I don't think I need to say much more about that, but just be very aware of that, because if you're walking from a distance, you can just see a lot. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, sorry. For diaper changing, I just want to make sure I cover what I was going to cover. For diaper changing, just make sure that if a child has diapers in their bag, that we are using the diapers that they are bringing, because sometimes there can be a certain reason why a parent would use those particular ones, whether it's an allergy or whatever, and it is difficult for us to keep the nursery stocked if we're going through 10 diapers every service. So please use the ones that are provided by the parent. Obviously we will take care of it if they don't provide anything, but just make sure that we're using theirs. And I have asked before that we try our best to use the wipes that are in the drawers. I have water wipes in there just because we want to always make sure that the wipes are getting put back in their bag, and rather than taking them out and making sure they get put back in, just use the ones that I have in the drawer there. It just makes it easier and less likely that we might not remember to put them back in the parent's bag, because that's never good. Try your best to accommodate feeding children that bring meals. I know this can be difficult, especially when there's a lot of kids, or then one child wants the other kid's food. I know it's really hard, and we have to be really careful about not sharing food that's been brought from home, just because if a parent drops off the food and they think their child ate it because it's gone, but then another kid ate it, or for the sake of allergies, we just need to make sure that we're not sharing food, mainly for the reason of allergies. So, couple more things, sorry. I'm trying to keep this as quick as possible. Do not make any, or be very aware of how you talk to parents about their children. Try to keep it as positive as possible. Yes, like I'm saying, just be very positive. Don't when the parent comes to pick up their child, keep it all negative. I know sometimes it's hard to find something that's positive, but just do your best with that, especially obviously if it's a visitor. We're going to be very careful about making any kind of a negative comment, and really just if you can just leave that with me. If there's something that does need to be addressed, I would prefer to address it, just because there's just a way to say things, and it just is a sensitive area. So I just want us to just make sure we're being very careful about that. The check-in and check-out process is the service leader's responsibility. I know sometimes you guys help bring the kids out, and I really appreciate that. Just make sure that we're always making sure that whatever parent dropped off the child is the parent that they're going with, the right parent is what I'm trying to say. Make sure we're very aware of that. I know in that first, if you are in that first room, sometimes it's difficult. People will knock on the window and whatever they want in back there. Nobody should be coming back there in down the hall unless if they are a worker that is scheduled or a nursing mom. So just be careful that we're not letting other people go back there. The back door is also always supposed to be locked. The check-in person is really supposed to be making sure that's always locked, but just if you see it unlocked for whatever reason, someone left it unlocked, make sure that gets locked back up. And I think that's all I had to cover. Like I said, I just really appreciate each of you and all your faithfulness and your service. And I'm so excited to have these new ladies on our team. And yeah, that's all I had for today. I am going to be doing another little incentive coming up for the workers, but you won't really, it's going to be a little different than last time. It'll just be kind of like more of a random pop-up of a gift card for you. But I just want you to know that I do appreciate you. I know Pastor really appreciates you, and anyone who's preaching or singing or doing any I know the parents appreciate you as well for your faithfulness and serving in the nursery. And all right, thank you for your time. 12 minutes. That was my goal, to keep it short. So I hope this was maybe easier than us having a meeting after church or something like that. And hopefully it is beneficial and helpful to you. All right. Thank you, ladies. Have a good day. Bye.